All right, June 10th, and we've got some leaf compost, some mushroom compost, some worm castings, and what used to be, well, what was a giant burn spot from this old tree. This is an old pine tree that I used to call the jack-o'-lantern because it was dead from root to top and disgusting. So my buddy came over and helped me cut it down, and we just burn it right in place. Which left a kind of an ugly spot, but this is a great spot for a garden, I figure. So now it burned hot, and there's probably, no weeds were coming back over it yet. So that's why I got the compost, and I just covered it yesterday with wood chips. I don't know, 4 to 6 inches or so of wood chips. You can see the edge here. Pretty. There's my. It's really tough to tell, but it's about 4 inches. And over there it's even deeper. So what I plan to do here is I'm going to make rows that are as wide as my I don't know what this guy's calling at the moment for some reason. This is all my stuff for peeling this stuff back. Broad fork. As wide as my broad fork. It's right about 30 inches. So I'm going to make a bunch of 30-inch beds. As many as I have compost for. I'm going to do about 4 inches of a mix between the mushroom and leaf compost, added with some vermicompost to really boost things up in between the wood chips, flat on the soil. I'm not doing paper below because there was no grass or anything growing. I may or may not regret that, and I might change my mind and go get paper. But that's what we're doing today. These were all my extra plants. A bunch more tomatoes and stuff like that, some eggplant, that they're all just really healthy and growing, and they're getting a little tired. They need to be planted, especially these cucumbers. So no one wanted them, and I've got new garden space, so I'm going to plant them. So I'm going to get started, and I will give a video update of kind of how this process is going. But I got to go grab paper because I'm going to do paper. All right. So I moved the wood chips away, and something I've kind of noticed right off the get is they're already bringing moisture back in here. They're still damp down here, and so is the soil, which is pretty neat because we only got a little bit of rain after I put them down. So I peeled back the wood chips. I'm going to broad fork. I'm not going to paper it because I want all these nutrients from the new compost to go down into the soil here. So I will be planting in the good, healthy soil, and God willing, the plants will be fine and grow, and then it'll help restart the nutrients in the native soil. We'll find out. This could be a flop. It's extra plants. I figure wood chips here, worst case, it'll be better next year after the fall and winter. So we'll see. All right, so for our mix, I've got mushroom compost here, and then some leaf compost. So what I'm going to do is blend them, mix them together to really get both going. Now because this was burnt, there isn't worms in it. They went down further or completely away. So I'm really hoping between the mycelium from the fungal and the leaf compost, which draws worms, as this gets watered in over the next few months and starts to really rebuild my soil here. And we'll see how it does. But I'm going to get mixing this stuff up. I have worm castings as well that I will be adding directly where I plant my transplants, right below their roots. So we'll see you soon. All right, so I took a picture of in between, but here's the final result. So what I ended up having enough for was kind of 2 short beds here in the middle. I do want to plant a couple fruit trees here next year, or one right smack dab in the middle here, and then this whole area will be a garden with like a peach tree in the middle. So I probably should have put something right there, and maybe I will this fall, but for now I ended up not using all my tomatoes. I forgot I had all these peppers. So these are Lady Bells, and I think they're KBD or KBC sweet peppers, so I'm not sure. Both sweet peppers though. And then over here I did Anaheim hot pepper and jalapenos. And what I did is the compost in the middle there, and then I just put wood chips on top of it to you know, keep the moisture in. And then I had straw, and I remember last summer I used straw in my garden. It worked out great. So I thought, you know, this is not homemade compost or anything, and I've got a bunch of wood chips, but let me add something else and try some straw on this one for some reason. So we'll see. This is how I'm going to stake these tomatoes. We'll see how that works out. They get pretty heavy. I might have to like run a little T or angle one off of it to hold it upright, but we'll see. And I watered everything in because, like I said, these are the extra plants, kind of leftovers. So my cucumber looking a little wilty, but the eggplant down here looking really good. So I've got eggplant, a few cucumber, and a couple tomatoes, and then some peppers, with plenty of room to grow for next year. But this will be a good start, and hopefully they grow well. Guess we'll find out next project. Anyways, gotta go say a little prayer for the garden, and God bless you all, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, I just wanted to do a quick morning update of this garden, because yesterday the cucumbers were looking tired, they were kind of saggy, and I changed, didn't do as many tomatoes, I did peppers. But here is how everything looks today. So the tomatoes still look really good, but look at how the cucumbers picked right up. So they seem to be doing well. They still have a little bit of yellowish on the bottom, but their leaves are solid today opposed to kind of wimpy yesterday. So that's good. The eggplant are still growing wonderfully. I have so much eggplant this year. If anyone wants eggplant, let me know, because I've got dozens of them. The peppers are doing really well. I was a little worried that they're young and maybe all that food for them might burn them out or something. I don't know. But prayed over it, gave it to the Lord, and they're looking really, really good. Matter of fact, I think this one grew new leaves. So they're tiny still, but they're coming along. And we'll see. We'll see how they go. Now, yeah, looking good. Grandma, thank you for these little labels. I think we're gonna get a little rain this weekend, so we'll see if that you know, grease pencil stays on there. Hopefully it does. But so this new little garden space picked up, and once I get my composting going, I'll be able to kind of put some more rows in here and really expand this thing out. And then next year there's going to be a peach tree right here, and the rest of this will be herb garden. So anyways, I just want to give an update of that. The plants already have picked up being planted in good compost and watered, and so we'll see how this grows this year compared to the rest of the garden. All right, God bless.